What's up guys, Hobo88 here and welcome back to rFactor, and in this video we're going to be driving this, a Chevy Chevelle. This car, I mean, they look badass. I love these cars. I love the older bodies on these cars. I just love the fact that these things even exist. We don't see a lot of this sort of stuff over here in Australia, so I always enjoy jumping into these, and this is by request actually. Anthony, this is his car, got in touch and said, would you be able to do a race in this car? And I thought, why not? Let's do it. Something a little bit different. So we're in the Super Stocks, which is the Dirtworks Designs 2020 stock pack. And I've gone through and added a few things. We put the fat tires on because fat tires are cool. Added window nets and things like that, but nothing to the performance of the car. But I don't think we need to do anything much because I'm looking down here, 600 horsepower and 3,000 pounds. This thing should actually be fast as, so I mean, we'll find out when we get on the track. He specifically said that he wanted to see me race at Hartford. Now, he didn't specify the big track or the small track, but from what I understand, the 3/8 mile track is what exists in real life, so that's what we'll go with. Obviously correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to go ahead and run on the shorter version of the track here for this video. I think it should be good fun. He said it's the only rFactor dirt track from his state, Michigan, I believe it is, I think is what he said. So again, I don't know if that's true or not, but I'll take his word for it. I'm going to pump the AI strength up here a little bit for this one. We might go 110%. The super stocks for our opponents, we're going to go afternoon as always. We're definitely not doing 50 laps. I'm glad I noticed that. Let's go with 30 laps, 26 cars on the track. Race grid position, we want to set that to, do I do it? No. Set it to 26, start at the back. Everything else is all standard, so let's go ahead and load up the track and see what it's all about. Okay, so before we go out on track, as always, we're going to go in and check out a couple of things here at the garage. All I'm going to do is bump up the steering lock to 40 degrees, and we'll just leave everything else as is. In my controls and settings, you can see I've got all the difficulty, everything set to off except for invulnerability, as we always do. And in my control settings, this is what I've got: 460 degrees of rotation on my Fanatec CS 2.5 wheelbase, and these are my force feedback and rates that I've got set up here for my setup. You guys can go ahead and copy that if you wish, but that's what we're going to look at here. Let's go ahead and hit the track and see what it's like. I do love the sounds in rFactor, I'm not going to lie. So this car should be fast. We're about to find out. So if I'm not mistaken, this here is the pit exit onto the long version of the track. But of course this is the smaller version, so I've got to keep going up here to get to the exit of turn number 4. Hartford Speedway, Michigan's widest 3/8 mile, I believe, is the claim to fame for this track. Now I don't know if the AI might be way too difficult. Oh, we must have been close to hitting that car. This thing is fun to drive. This thing is really fun to drive. That car up there looks like it's getting away though. Slightly concerning. It's running right around the bottom, as the AI often does tend to do. That's all understeer, that corner. We're definitely not keeping up with that car in front, but that bodes poorly for our chances in the feature race. Man, it's fun to drive though. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty flat foot though. Not an awful lot of lifting required. All right. We'll back it down and head back to the pits, guys. We'll check out a couple of practice lap replays there, and we'll come back right after this for the feature. Alright guys, so here we go. Hartford. 30 laps from last on the grid in our Chevy Chevelle. Now, in full transparency to you guys, this is not my first attempt at this race. I did come in here at 110%, they smoked me. So I bumped it back to 105. But the reason why I actually did that is because I blew a tyre. I blew a right rear tyre for no reason halfway through the race. So I don't know whether or not tyre wear is a thing that with this particular mod you have to worry about or something. I've never blown a right rear tyre before. I've always just had tyre wear set to normal, but I've turned it off. We'll see whether or not we make it through without a flat this time, and we're at 105% difficulty, so I don't know. Let's see if this is any better though. Looks like it might be. I still think at 105% they're going to be hard to beat. What I fully suspect though is that we'll be able to make some progress while they're double file, but as soon as they get sorted out and start running single file, we're going to struggle still. So, going to make hay while the sun shines, as they say. Oh, that was a great run. Look at that one. We just bowled it down in there. I feel like we're going forwards, but I also feel like we're making no progress. Look at all those cars up there still. And we've got the top ripped at the minute though. Oh, yellow car gets a bit out of line. Oh wow, we just went hard into the fence. Oh no! We lost it all. We lost it all. Our momentum and all the spots. This race is going to go by quick too. It's a fast track. I'm not quite sure what happened for us to get into the wall so hard right there. I'll tell you what though, if we ran this race like this in real life, we'd be selling shirts. Ooh, that was close. We also just about got ran over on the corner exit. And again, we just over-rotate on the corner entry there. That old chestnut on rFactor. These cars don't seem to be too bad for that. You can drive them pretty hard at the corner and they don't try and spin themselves out. In fact, these are some of the best rFactor cars I've driven, physics-wise. They feel real good. You can drive them hard. Now, are we making any progress here or what? We're certainly making progress on the laps completed count, but positions, I don't know. Maybe a little. Got right out to the fence again there in turn 3 though. Big run down the straight. I will say that rFactor just feels... when you're driving in rFactor, it feels more grounded, I feel like. I don't know what it is, how to explain it, but there's a certain element of realism that you get in this that you don't get from iRacing, and I can't really tell you what exactly it is. Having to lift and get out of it here because these guys running 3 and 4 wide in front of us. Look at this, 3 wide. We are making progress here, guys. I don't think there's any lap traffic up there. So that's the leaders going into turn 1. So that's going to put us in what, 6th? Surely. Surely we can get another one here. I don't know how many laps there are. I could check, but I'm not going to. We'll drive until we get the flag. Some debris on the track there. I don't know what that was. Move us to 5th. The only thing I hate about rFactor, and I mean, you can't really complain about it because there is no AI dirt racing really anywhere else to compare it with, but the line choice by the AI cars just isn't convincing enough. Running around the bottom like that is not the fastest way around this track. And if I was down there, I wouldn't be able to go that quick. I guarantee it. Is it going for a spot on the podium? We're trying to get ourselves some hardware here. Get out some trophy. And we do. And how many laps are left? We'll keep waiting to see that checkered flag. Oh, we do just carry around the outside to 3rd over the line. Had to check up a bit there on the 17. Here it is. The outside. How many laps? Around the outside. That's the lead. Still no flag. We must be getting close, but we're going to win this race if we don't screw up. Still nothing yet. We're not getting there with a couple of laps in hand. Remember, rFactor will not throw a white. We'll just get the checker. We come off 4. Still not. We're going to get any lap traffic. Maybe we catch the back of the field before the end of this one. Still green. Man, it was just so much fun to drive though. It's pretty flat foot though around this track, I will admit. Not a lot of throttle control going on. As I say that, I get real tight and just about plough the fence down. Probably should have lifted. And there's the checkered flag. We had heaps of laps in hand in the end. Could you imagine if that race was in real life, the charge from the back to the front to the win? Oh, the crowd would be on their feet. It was a lot of fun. I always love rFactor. I come in here every time and I enjoy it. I don't know why I don't do it more often. I hope you enjoyed it too, guys. And if you did, make sure you let me know in the comments below or smash the like button on this one. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one.